Hello everybody, my name is Daniel. I'm working for Red Hat as a technical marketing major. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the first part of the series of introduction of my first book, Practical Ansible 2. The goal of this book is show the way how to move from ops people to DevOps engineer with Ansible. So first section, you're going to take a look at that very fundamental of Ansible, and you will start with the process of installing Ansible, and then you will get to grease with the fundamental, including the basic of the language and ad hoc Ansible command line. And you will then explore Ansible inventories while looking at the writing your own very first playbooks and roles to complete multiple stage automation tasks. So let's take a look at that a little bit more detail, why you needed to Ansible and automation. So every single day we may face with lots of IT challenges and in your daily work and daily life, regardless of your role and responsibility in your home, in your organization. So this means you need to spend a lot of time and much money and effort to fix the problem. And specifically, the effort to fix the problem has a human toll. And in the end, we are all just people. And people always trying to work with other people. And then that's why the reason why we need to force the machine to do the work to be done. And the reason why we need to automating stuff, because we are so tired of doing the same thing to fix this kind of problem over and over and over again. So the benefit to adopt the automation makes our jobs and the lives easier and make it comfortable pretty much better. And then it presents an opportunity to do more. So that's why we needed the automation in our life. So why Ansible? To have automation capability in your work, in your life. So first of all, the Ansible, quite simple. And just using the YAML file is kind of the format, but it's a human readable automation. I'm going to give you some example, maybe next video. So there's no the special coding skill required, which means you just write down Ansible YAML file, and anyone can read and write that thing without any specific language-based skill set. Like you don't need to learning Java or a Bash script. So in the end, this capability increase productivity to create your Ansible task. And also you can leverage a lot of platform and also capability to automate it, like application deployment and configuration management and workflow orchestration and network automation, even application lifecycle management as well. And the last benefit of Ansible, you don't need to agent to install your lot of from local machine to remote host. So in previously, you needed to install some agent to communicate your host server to execute some specific task on your remote server. But now with the Ansible, you don't need to do that. Just Ansible needed to the SSH protocol to run your the task on your local machine as well as the remote server as well. So no agent to explore it and update, and you can get started immediately. This is the more efficient and more secure way to automate your task. But let's take a look at the reality in the enterprise reality. So as the automation is happening all the time in the different organization, different teams. So developer their own automation tool like a Maven build or using the Jenkins pipeline or some magic script. Or what else the security and infrastructure or even network team their own tool to automate their own job. So this is not good organic the automation. So because automation should be coverage all across your team, not just a single team. So that's why. So we know that. So teams, multiple teams are automating using their own automation tool. But now we need to rethink about the new automation platform or tool to make it automatic across team with the same perspectives. So, so that's why we need to think about new valuable tool or product or even platform. Is depend on what you can do with it and how quickly you can get your team or all to ideal state across your team and all. So Ansible, so what can you do using Ansible to automate deployment and application deployment and management your entire IT footprint? So you can do this here, the lot of boxes here. So you can do the orchestration like a Kubernetes deployment or configuration management from multiple stages like a dev environment or QA environment, staging, production, pre-product, etc., and application packaging and deployment and provisioning new infrastructure like Amazon instance or VPC or Azure, some the network devices as well. And you could build on your own DevOps pipeline or CI/CD pipeline as the GitOps perspective as well. And security and compliance is part of the automation capability. And there are more than automation use cases outside of just configuration management, like Ansible can perform provisioning, auditing, and also a variety of the infrastructure outside of just a Linux server, including storage, network, firewall, and much more in there. You can see there are lots of automated technology the Ansible provides, like a cloud perspective and virtualization and Linux container and Windows server and network device and security. We're going to talk a little bit about the next part of the series of a video, how in part of the strategic use case, how to use Ansible. And we're going to talk a little bit about, just stay tuned. So here is the become reviewer. So if you still are interested in my book, the reading my book, or the but still maybe it's a really good chance to become the reviewer. So I can give you some the reference code, and you can just with using the reference code, you can just download ebook for free. Just you have needed to subscribe my YouTube channel first, and follow my Twitter, and just add your comment. Okay, I just done subscription and following your Twitter, and I'll leave your email address and my YouTube channel. I can give you a reference number, and then you can download for free with that reference number. And thank you for watching. Have a rest of a good day.